So Slippery Starmer is right about one thing. The United Kingdom is now tragically an island of strangers. After the elite class, deep state and uniparty spent 6 decades, from Enoch Powell in the 1960s to Rupert Lowe today, ignoring our opposition to mass immigration, both legal and illegal, destroying the fabric of Great Britain as we know it. But other than that, this Labour government's plan to finally cut immigration today is nothing more than weasel words from a Prime Minister who believes the opposite of what he is actually advocating. So it took Reform UK's smashing of the Uni Party at the local elections for Starmer to make any form of commitment. I should point out that cutting mass immigration didn't make it onto his much vaunted missions or his much talked about first steps or those really important milestones. And even today, there was no net migration target, proving that Starmer is all talk. And by posting simply a 9-second clip from the Downing Street press conference, Nigel Farage was able to completely expose Starmer's plan as bullshit, writing, "This government will not do what it takes to control our borders. Only Reform UK will leave the ECHR and deport illegal migrants." Watch those critical 9 seconds that he is referring to.
Does going further mean disentangling ourselves from the ECHR and disapplying human rights laws in immigration cases?
No.
So there you go. He's admitted it himself. Indeed, Farage and mass deportation game changer Rupert Lowe kept on blowing holes in Starmer's tough rhetoric.
Take back control. Everyone knows that slogan. And everyone knows what it meant on immigration. Or at least, that's what people thought. Because what followed from the previous government, starting with the people who used that slogan, was the complete opposite. Between 2019 and 2023, even as they were going round our country, telling people with a straight face that they would get immigration down, net migration quadrupled until in 2023 it reached nearly 1 million. That's about the population of Birmingham, our second largest city. That's not control, it's chaos.
But Farage posted on X, on the day of Keir Starmer's big fight back against Reform UK, 250 young men are already crossing the channel by 8 a.m. How many are Iranian terrorists? And indeed, Starmer's tough talk was just completely transparent.
I don't think that you can do something like that by accident. It was a choice made even as they told you, told the country, they were doing the opposite. A one-nation experiment in open borders, conducted on a country that voted for control. Well, no more. Today, this Labour government is shutting down the lab. The experiment is over. We will deliver what you've asked for time and again, and we will take back control of our borders.
But as Farage pointed out, whilst Keir Starmer was making promises he can't keep in London, here were the scenes in Calais and Dover this morning. Look at this. Utter carnage. And that is what is being imported into our country on a daily basis. What's more, Starmer's plan to smash the gangs, well, that's already dead, with record numbers of terrorists, rapists and murderers arriving via the channel so far this year in an unprecedented invasion that the mainstream media has still not decided is the #1 story of the day. Watch Starmer's pathetic response when he was asked about this very obvious failure by the Sun newspaper.
Prime Minister, you said just now this is a comprehensive plan to bring down legal migration. You also said in the election you had a comprehensive plan to bring down illegal migration, and so far it seems that isn't working. Small boat crossings are going up on your watch. So why should voters think that your plan to bring down illegal migration will fare any better, especially given that you're considering an EU youth mobility scheme, which could actually increase it?
Well, let's tackle that head on, because nobody should be getting in a small boat to cross over the channel and illegally entering this country. The last government lost control of the borders. It falls to this government to clear up that mess in the same way we're clearing up all the other messes that they left behind. I am convinced that the way to do that is to take down the gangs that are running the vile trade. And for that reason, we've drafted and put before Parliament a borders bill, which follows through on the promises I made, which is we need to give law enforcement greater powers. Going down the counter-terrorism powers, the thing that distinguishes counter-terrorism from other law enforcement is you can take action earlier. You can be preemptive. You can operate in a completely different way. That's why we've gone for a package that allows law enforcement to get in much earlier. That is going through Parliament. Who is voting against that? The Tories, who caused the problem in the first place.
Well, yes, they did cause the problem in the first place, Prime Minister. But you promised us that you were going to stop the illegal invasion by smashing the gangs. And let me tell you, mate, you are talking rubbish. Look at this. Record numbers in 2025. I mean, talk about a case of bad timing, as Mark White of GB News wrote. On the day the Prime Minister unveiled his plans to reduce migration levels, his plans for smashing the gangs have taken another blow. More than 12,000 small boat migrants have now crossed this year, with another 400 arriving this morning. And I mean, look at them, pouring in. And these scumbags of society, some of whom are terrorists, some of whom are rapists, some of whom are murderers, who have all broken into Britain, now live amongst us. As Tommy Robinson's team pointed out at the weekend, Starmer has begun moving the thousands of fighting-age foreign men out of hotels. Is he deporting them? Of course not. He is now placing them into social housing in quiet mining towns. A local in Bishop Auckland filmed the shameful act this week. Operation Scatter is happening, folks. We are now surrounded by this evil. And of course, Starmer has never attempted to or wanted to control immigration on any level. He is an open borders zealot. Guido Fawkes pointed out today all the times Labour opposed plans to strengthen our borders. Starmer himself once posted on our X, "We need urgent action to take refugees and review of ineffective asylum rules." Not to mention a succession of speeches advocating for the UK to become an immigration nation.
The whole United Kingdom is better because of immigration, and I think, if I'm honest, the Labour Party's been a bit scared of making the positive case for immigration for quite a number of years, and I think we need to turn that round.
So we have to make the case for the benefits of migration, the benefits of free movement.
There's one thing, but choosing to defend Hizb ut-Tahrir in the European Court of Human Rights, stop them being banned from Germany, did you take money for that?
Yes. So we have to make the case for the benefits of migration, the benefits of free movement.
So what has changed? Well, as axed Rupert Lowe, well, he was axed from Reform UK, wasn't he, as an MP, Rupert Lowe, still an MP, still a great MP for Great Yarmouth, argued, the so-called online right has all of a sudden made mass deportations a mainstream part of the political debate. Watch.
People who come here need to respect the fact that we are a Christian country, we have our own laws, we have our own history, and at the end of the day, I'm afraid a lot of them are not integrating into our society. They don't like our society. They don't like what we stand for. And what we've got to do is, if people are going to come here, they have to integrate with us.
And as a result, Lowe slammed Starmer's announcement today as wholly inadequate, arguing net migration will remain in the hundreds of thousands for years to come. We don't just need to stop the flow, we need to start emptying the bath. For the foreseeable future, more people need to be leaving than settling. He also argued anyone coming to the UK should be able to speak English before they arrive, writing of Starmer's claim that migrants should commit to learning English after they've got here. Total tripe. They shouldn't commit to learning English. They should be entirely fluent before they arrive. You live in England, you speak English. And who can disagree with that, right? You want to come here, you learn English. End of story. And we're going to test you before you step foot into this country. The irony is, though, that I believe Starmer has actually signed his political death warrant today by pledging to take back control of our borders with no plan to do so. As the Mail on Sunday columnist Dan Hodges predicted, these words will be carved on Keir Starmer's political tombstone. And it's that line with him saying, "We will take back control." And even Labour moderates like ex-Labour MP Gloria Di Piero have had enough of Starmer, arguing, "I honestly don't get how it has come to this. And yes, I am still a Labour Party member and proud to be so, but we haven't learned enough lessons since the appalling insult to the intelligence of people who voted Brexit. No wonder even young people have turned against Starmer in record numbers."
Right now, Keir Starmer's a whacker. Keir Starmer's a whacker. Give it up. Keir Starmer's a whacker. Keir Starmer's a whacker. Sing it like you mean.
That's at a concert attended by young people. Here's the reality. Slippery Starmer is an empty shell of a politician. And I truly believe it is now only a matter of time before the Labour left have had enough. And guess what happens then? Prime Minister Angela Rayner, which I think will see quite a few of us considering self-deportation. Now, here's Alex Phillips.